The stage is set for a gun rights battle in New Mexico. A federal judge is temporarily blocking the governor's order suspending the right to carry in and around Albuquerque. Governor Grisham issued that temporary ban after the recent shooting deaths of 3 children, including an 11-year-old outside a baseball game last week. Now a judge is blocking the order, questioning whether it's constitutional, as some Republican lawmakers are calling for the governor to be impeached. Let's bring in ABC's Brad Milkey, host of the Start Here podcast, for more on that. Brad, what are the arguments here?
Well, the governor's argument is pretty simple. She says people are dying. I mean, she put this forward actually as a part of a public health emergency that she's declared on gun violence because of the deaths that you were talking about. And as part of that public health emergency, she said, you know what, starting right now for the next 30 days, anyone in Bernalillo County, that's where Albuquerque is, isn't allowed to carry a gun. Like in the same sort of rationale as, you know, if we can mandate masks because a virus is killing people, we should be able to, you know, mandate that people stop carrying the guns that are killing people. And she made this applicable to basically anyone who has a concealed carry or anyone who's doing open carry. No one except a cop or a registered security guard in Albuquerque under this rule would be able to carry a gun. Now, she knew this would be controversial. She knew this would be provocative. And sure enough, like you said, a lot of backlash, including a lot of lawsuits from several gun rights activists across the state. And so now you have a judge who has ruled, who has basically put forward a temporary restraining order. So it's not a ruling on the merits yet. But even in that ruling, the judge said he doubted this is constitutional. He basically pointed to that the fact that the Supreme Court has said, you know, having a gun is a right, and that the, you know, benefits of this public health emergency don't necessarily, there's no proof that they would outweigh the risks to infringing on the Constitution like this.
Now, the governor is saying that we would see more orders like this if people weren't so, in her words, terrified of the backlash, talking about political reactions. So unpack the politics here, because even law enforcement there in Albuquerque said we're not enforcing this. So what are the politics here? Could she actually be impeached over this?
Well, that's what's so tricky about this is she went into this thinking she's got the, you know, support of law enforcement, because for a long time, law enforcement in her state and a lot of other states have said to their elected leaders, we need help getting more guns off the streets. These are causing a huge problem for us, and so we need help. This is not the type of help that all of them were talking about, though. They say that, you know, even the sheriffs in her counties, police chiefs, even her own Democratic Attorney General have said they cannot enforce this because they simply think it's unconstitutional. What are they asking for? They're asking for laws to be passed. The issue is laws aren't getting passed. We've talked about this so much. So the governor knows that that's happening. And so that's the sort of stasis that leads to a governor and elected officials saying, people keep telling me I can't ban guns, but what if we just went ahead and did it anyway? However, it looks like this is clearly going nowhere as far as the courts are concerned.
All right, so let's talk about where it is going as far as the courts are concerned in a literal fashion. Where does the legal battle go from here?
Yeah, I mean, it goes to the state houses, it goes to, you know, Congress. However, we're seeing so little movement there that is what is leading to, you know, so much inaction right now. And so as a result, in New Mexico, you've really got this sort of specter of impeachment from a lot of people on the gun rights side that are saying governor's got to go over this. And that basically they're saying we should be holding accountable anyone who supported this idea. They want to make sure that this is not something that catches fire among Democrats of like, hey, for political purposes, for sort of the purposes of rhetoric, let's put these things into effect that we don't think will pass muster constitutionally. They want to make sure that does not happen again in other states.
Interesting. I also want to ask you about another story you're looking into, because Texas is apparently paying cryptocurrency companies to not work. Explain this one.
This is the dream. This is what you and I have to do, is get paid to turn off our computers. That is what is literally happening here. So Texas, you know, has really tried to encourage crypto miners to come to their state. Remember, mining is the thing where you basically have your, you know, computer farm pull off lots of computer problems, and that basically unearths Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, you know, cryptocurrency you're interested in. You need these huge computer farms to do it. They suck up a ton of energy. And Texas has said, you know, we'd like these businesses to be located in Texas. Texas also has their own singular power grid, and it's been strained to the max in recent weeks. So during some heat waves, when everyone's using their AC, the government has been begging citizens, please use less power, including these crypto miners. And so recently, this crypto group called Riot revealed that in the last month, they've made $30 million in credits.
$30 million?
From the Texas government. They say they've made more money in the last month not mining crypto than actually mining crypto. So this is what we need to get in on, Diane. This is how you get paid for actually not doing that thing. This is the guaranteed way to actually make money in crypto. It's by not doing it.
I'm not sure anyone's listening to us anymore. They're all busy filling out resumes for crypto companies in Texas right now.
Yeah.
Such an interesting story. Brad, thank you. And to hear Brad dive into more stories like this, check out Start Here from ABC News. New episodes drop weekday mornings at 6 Eastern, wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.